This is my post-fight thoughts for Dereck Chisora versus Nascimento. This is the second fight Dereck Chisora's had under a new trainer since splitting with Don Charles. And this was a fight that we would get to see a little bit more and see how Dereck's improved as a fighter and see whether these things are true, whether he needs to be refreshed or he's refreshed as a fighter. And this new trainer, his influence on Dereck. First bad sign, or first negative sign, is see Dereck coming in at 240 pounds. With that, you're going to get a lethargic-looking Dereck Chisora, and you saw just that against Nascimento. So you're looking, Dereck Chisora comes out first round, swinging a big, ugly-looking overhand right. And throughout the fight, Dereck, going back to his corner, was being had a trainer who was a cheerleader to him, who didn't push any sort of encouraged Dereck to try and go for a knockout or go and stop the guy. Nascimento was in there for 10 rounds and he should have been out there a lot sooner than that. If you talk about Dereck Chisora looking to get himself back into world contention, there's no reason why Nascimento should be going 10 rounds with you. If he was using it to work on some things or do some different things, fine. You could do it for 4 or 5 rounds and then take the guy if you're working on things. But it didn't seem like he was working on things, seemed the same old things. Couple of jabs to the body, big looping overhand right. Trainer was encouraging Dereck to stick with the same sort of game plan, rather than sit Dereck down and say, listen, this is unacceptable. You need to be doubling up your jab, get this guy against ropes, work his body, slow him down, and let's look to take him out of there. But no, the trainer was encouraging him to carry on with the same sloppy, just sloppy performance. It was just a sloppy, unimpressive performance from a guy that's, former British and European champion. And I think he's regressed as a fighter. There's a very lack of head movement from Dereck Chisora. The body shots, we didn't see much of them. And if you look at Dereck Chisora when he fought Parlo or against Gerber, or against Malik Scott, you saw Dereck Chisora work the body and the head. That was something that him and Don Charles were definitely working on. So Don Charles took him to British title, took him to the European title, and took him to world title shots, or a world title shot. So at the end of the day, I'm not sure if the change for Dereck Chisora is a positive one. In my opinion, it looks like Dereck Chisora is a law unto himself anyway. I just think now he's got a team around him that will be a bunch of yes men that will tell him, yes, Dereck, you're looking great. Yes, Dereck, you're looking great. And unfortunately, I don't see this ending very well for Dereck Chisora, because, at this stage of his career, you want to be seeing him put good performances together and put everything together, but I don't think his training camps are reflecting that. And you can look to his weight, you can look to his performance, and Dereck needs to be in, 230 is good for him, 240 is just too overweight. He needs to come down, I think, and he needs to take the game a lot more seriously. But he said he's in it for the money, he said it himself, and I don't think Dereck's got what it takes to be a world champion. And I think your team have a lot to do with what you're going to do in the future. And to me, it doesn't look like he's got a team that really are going to take him to winning a world title or getting close to a world title shot. And I think Dereck Chisora is going to get beat before he gets to another world title shot, possibly at European level. I don't think he beats Tepper. A lot of people think he does beat Tepper, but we'll wait and see until that fight happens. Dereck looked terrible tonight, and that really... And there was another thing I saw in Dereck when he was fighting. Kept doing this thing I've never seen him do when he was training with Don or fighting with Don, shrugging his shoulders like he had something wrong with his shoulder or the top of his shoulder or something. Either he's carrying an injury, I don't know what it was, but he just looked very poor. If he was working on something, I don't know what it was. I'm mystified. But unimpressive. Dereck needs to lose weight, and as for his trainer, the verdict's out on him as well. He's partly to blame for the poor performance of Dereck, but then Dereck himself didn't do himself any favours. Those are my thoughts. Can't really say any more. And we'll see what happens with Dereck's next fight. I'm out.